When joining polyethylene pipes using electrofusion or butt fusion, there are three elements that are essential when making a leak-free joint. These come together to form what we call the fusion circle: cleanliness, heat, and pressure. So, why is each one so important? We'll start with cleanliness. When making an electrofusion or butt fusion joint, dust, dirt, and moisture act as contaminants and can reduce the quality of a joint if they're present on the pipe and fitting surfaces to be joined. This is why it's so important that no contaminants are present when a joint is made. First of all, by using a shelter, it's ensured that the joint is undertaken in a clean, dry, and dust-free environment. Second, for butt fusion, ensuring the heater plate and pipe ends are clean and dry will minimise any contamination of the weld. Third, for electrofusion, ensuring the fittings are kept dry and within their packaging up to the point of use, and making sure the pipes are prepared correctly before jointing is equally important to minimise contamination. Next in the fusion circle is heat. Heat is an essential part of all fusion jointing processes. In butt fusion, the prepared pipe ends are heated at a given temperature, time, and pressure against a hot plate. This allows the heat to soak into the ends of the pipes before the heater plate is removed and the pipe ends are pressed together to form the joint. The pipes are held in alignment clamps during the whole heating and cooling process, until the pipe ends are bonded to one another to form the joint. In electrofusion jointing, heat is created by the electrical current which passes through the fitting's wired coil and melts the surrounding PE materials. The energy input into the joint is controlled with a fixed voltage and time. This relies on the electrofusion control unit to maintain the correct output voltage with the correct selection of the fitting's fuse time. The use of alignment clamps is vital to avoid joint misalignment and displacement of the wire during the heating process. Last in the fusion circle, there's pressure. In butt fusion, the pipe ends are heated for a predefined time and temperature before they are brought together under constant pressure, which is maintained until the molten PE material is fully cooled to form the joint. In electrofusion, as the molten PE material expands in the socket joint, the cold zones at the edge of the fitting, or non-wired areas, freeze off the material and create containment of the melt. This generates pressure within the joint and allows the melt to fill the gap between the pipe and fittings interface. For saddle fittings, top-loading clamps are used to apply constant pressure to minimise the gap between the pipe and the base of the fitting. Again, the melt freezes off at the cold zones, creating containment and generating pressure. With the pressure generated during electrofusion jointing, it is important that the pipes are fully inserted into socket fittings and that industry-approved alignment clamps or top-loading clamps for saddle fittings are used. This ensures that the joints are correctly aligned and remain in place throughout the fusion and cooling process.